Well, hello folks. Here's a quick part 2 of the Model Y. Some of the things that we did to it. I apologize, we had to do a quick wash here. It's been raining like crazy here in Southern California, so we finally had a break as of yesterday. So I did a quick 15-minute wash. If you're interested in that, it's a rinseless wash I've been doing for all my cars for years. So if you're interested in that, take a look at some of my other videos. But here you go, let's take a look. So here's the Model Y with all the accessories, all the things I wanted to do to it. First of all, the wheels. Let me know what you guys think. I ended up going with a company called Rimetrix. They're all blacked out. I think they look great. I didn't go with wheels, aftermarket wheels. The more I looked into it, I didn't want to change the configuration. And also I want to be able to rotate them just in case if they're offset. So from Rimetrix, they claim that the efficiency is actually a little better than the factory Gemini wheels. But I've had them for about a week. All I can tell you is the range did not go down. I'm not sure about increasing range, but and they're relatively inexpensive. So and I like the way they hide the outer edge here. So if you damage them, they're not too expensive. You can just replace one and purchase one at a time. With these EV vehicles, they put out a lot of torque, instant torque. So they eat up tires very quickly. On my Model Y Performance in the past from a few years ago, first of all, I couldn't rotate those tires. Those were offset. So the front tires were smaller than the rears, and it just went through tires pretty quickly. So yeah, I would definitely give that a try. The PPF in the front, ended up going with Xpel. I used a company here in Orange County and Anaheim, if you guys are local, called TMS Window Tint. A couple of you guys have reached out to me and messaged me about who I used. And gentleman's name, I believe, is Jesse at TMS Window Tint in Anaheim. Give them a call. They did a great job. I mean, look at this. I mean, they hit all the seams. You can't see any of the seams here. I mean, in the side marker, you can't see the seams usually through here. The side mirrors. I mean, they just did a really good job. Even the emblems. I blacked out the emblem with Plasti dip. In the past on the Model Y Performance, I did a cap, like a cap cover. They weren't that great. So this time I did Plasti dip. It's pretty easy. And if you see Jesse, they hid the PPF all the way to the edge. You can't see that. So highly, highly recommend TMS. And you guys can give them a call, tell them the guy with the Model Y, and actually I took a Model 3 in there too, same time. And their prices, yeah, a couple of you guys were asking about the price. Super affordable, very reasonable. I had a couple other cars with PPFs in the past. One here in Irvine, the other in Rancho Santa Margarita, that specializes in Tesla, and it was almost double the cost. And I almost hate to say that, but these guys were very punctual and they did an excellent job. So can't say enough about those guys. Let's kind of go around the car. I ended up putting in a factory looking spoiler at a company called Basenor. I'll let you guys know how that holds up over time. I'm still kind of jury's out on that. Like I said, I blacked out the emblems with Plasti dip right here. Kind of matched all the black trim of the car. I think it'll look great. It's super easy to do. You guys could do that on your own. And then I also put PPF here. I don't know if you can see the seam right through here, but I put PPF on this rear. So some folks put mud flaps on their Model Ys. I did that on my Model Y Performance on my old car. And first of all, they look terrible. But most importantly, it didn't protect the car whatsoever. I was still getting rock chips all over the place. And there's some YouTube videos saying that the mud flaps actually decreases efficiency. They put them on and their range got less. So I just did the PPF this time. And I did that in my Model Y Performance, by that time I already had a couple of rock chips. So this is definitely the way to go. It's not hard to install whatsoever. I think the company's name is AOSC or something like that. I'll put a link in my comment section so you guys can take a look at that. Here's the interior. Put a screen protector. I forget the name. Again, I'll put a link on that. I tried Spigen. It was a frosted glass, but it just made the screen a little kind of muddy. It wasn't very clear. I prefer the clear ones. Yeah, you're gonna get a few smudges, but easy to clean. And watching Netflix or YouTube, it just looks like, you know, you're being at home watching TV instead. So I would highly recommend that versus the Spigen, the frosted ones. If you have kids, or actually if you don't have kids, these floor mats are definitely a must. Again, I'll put a link. definitely a must, and very easy to install. I mean, and if you keep clean, if you ever get dirty, just take them out, rinse them off, and put them back in. I mean, that's simple as that. I really like this new white interior. My last one was black, and these have held up so far. Put in these pillows. They're okay, comfortable, but I'm not sure, you know, were they super worth it? You guys can give it a try. Again, Amazon, I'll put a link. And I do like the new 2023 models where they put the black suede inserts versus white on the previous year models. So those are great. The rear end on the trunk, this is 2023, came with these covers, and they're nice. They're really nice, especially if you have something valuable. But this mat on the trunk and the behind the seat covers are definitely a must. On my Model Y Performance, just from loading and unloading, the carpet got really fuzzy after a few months. So these are relatively inexpensive and super easy to install. So I would give that a shot, guys. All right. So that's it. Quick part 2 video on my Model Y. I had a few comments from folks asking me, is it worth it, or is it still worth it? Because I know Tesla reduced their price a few days ago and I missed out on that. I took delivery year end. I still got the $7,500 plus 10,000 mile supercharger, and I ordered this back in, I think, March or April last year. So it comes out to be about the same. I don't get the tax credit from the federal government, but I don't think I would have qualified anyway. So anyways, the answer is yes, it's still definitely worth it. I mean, with the new AMD chips, I do notice compared to my Model Y Performance, the screen runs so much smoother, so much faster, especially if you're watching Netflix, YouTube. I'm sitting at school waiting to pick up my son. The Matrix headlights, the softer suspension is amazing on this Model Y. Compared to the Performance, it's night and day. It's still definitely worth it. The rear deck cover, that's a really nice feature. The Alcantara black on the side trim now versus just white. I definitely think it looks nicer. So can you put a price on safety? Being one of the safest vehicles out there on the planet, you know, like I said, is it worth it? I still think it is. I'm happy with it. Could I bought it cheaper? Yeah, but you know, it could have gone the other way. If prices increase, yeah, I could have been sitting there patting myself on the back saying I'm a genius. But it's it's worth it, guys. Especially now if you're in the market for one of these. But thanks everyone. I know I don't have a whole lot of experience as a YouTuber whatsoever, but just sharing with the community and love the support from the community. This all started as a bet with my son on our previous car, and it turned out now, I know it's compared to YouTube standards, and you know, it's nowhere near, but definitely more than 1,000 views than what my son thought that I wasn't going to be able to get. So thank you. If you enjoyed it, you know, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let your friends know. And I have another bet with my son now, actually, to get more than 10,000 views. So we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks guys. Take care. Bye-bye.